just got home from the grocery store, and I swear anytime I go, no matter what day, no matter what time, it's always busy, and I guess that's fine. I should just put out a bunch of fresh produce, which is really nice. And I stayed within my list, and then I stayed within my budget, which is really, really nice. For me, I struggle with making sure I have prepped things that are readily available for me to eat. It's either sometimes I go a whole day without eating, which is not good, and I know it's not good. I decided to meal prep a couple of things. So we have a couple options for breakfast, we have a couple options for lunches, and then we have a couple options for dinners, and then one dessert. The day kind of got past me because I actually I had an appointment this morning at 10, and I was just running behind after I was doing like my cleaning segments. But hi, welcome to the vlog. I think this will probably be like a cozy evening kind of catch up on life video, and just enjoy my day. Finish putting everything away, then I think I'm actually gonna shower. It's really warm today. It's like 85, 86, and it's warmer than it has been in a while, so I'm not exactly enjoying it. So I did get a little warm. I need to definitely rinse off, and then I'm going to make dinner because I am actually really hungry and I'm actually really thirsty, and I left my water bottle in my car for the 5 millionth time. I literally feel so good right now. I just got out of the shower, and I just feel like my body care routine in the shower has like come together so well with the products that I use, and like I'm not only clean but I smell good, and then I also target the things I really want. For me, I use the 2 Naturium body washes. I use the glycolic acid one. That one is for like overall like skin tone and I think texture, and then they also have their what is that one called? The Glow Getter is the next one. The Glow Getter I also use, and I love that for like hydrating, and I will use that when my skin is feeling a little bit dry, but most of the time I'm using the glycolic acid one on and off between my normal like Dial body soap, and that's like to get like normal like body odor off and like just getting clean. And then I will follow up with my 𝜗𝜗 almond body shower oil, and you leave that on your skin for like a couple minutes, and then you rinse it off and your skin feels really hydrated. I think the Dial body bar can be a little bit drying, so I like to use that, not every night, but on nights where I just like want to feel like extra pampered. So I did that, and then I used 3 products, so 2 body products, and it's these 2 by 𝜗𝜗, of course. I know everyone was talking about them last year, and I wanted to try it out, and I ended up really, really loving it. So I got these when I was in Japan because they were cheaper. This is the 𝜗𝜗 milk concentrate, and I feel like the packaging is so beautiful. It just feels like something you keep. It's just I love it. When you used to like make potions as like, I don't know, for me I always made like potions as a child with like some of my mom's bath care stuff when I probably shouldn't have been, so I'd mix stuff together. But this is like, ooh, there's a potion in here, and it's the same scent as the almond body shower oil. It smells almondy but like comforting and almost kind of like sunscreen, but like not in a bad way. Like when you used to go swimming and you put like sunscreen on and you swim for like hours on hours, and you get out and you have like a sandwich and chips and like a Capri Sun, and you can still smell like the remnants of like sunscreen on you, like good smelling sunscreen. And that's what this kind of smells like to me. But it also smells like very like dainty and just like luxurious at the same time. Then I will follow up with the 𝜗𝜗 supple oil. I love the packaging on this. I love the bottle. It just feels luxurious, and it also has that same almond smell. I will only use this when I'm going right to bed. I do follow up with one of the best perfumes I found out last year, and it is the Lush Sticky Dates perfume. It's spritz all over your body for a cuddle of warm, sweet caramel. It just smells so gourmand, so caramel, so sweet, but not sickly sweet to me. And I love layering this perfume with things. I layer this with Fleur Strawberry Has a Letter. I layer this with the Matcha 26 perfume from Le Labo. What else do I layer this with? I layer it with my Eau Rose perfume from Diptyque. Like I just like smelling sweet and matcha and caramel, strawberry and caramel. Just smell, that seems like that smells delicious. But I literally only need like 2 to 3 sprays of this because it lasts forever. And anytime I wear this, I get compliments. I got so many compliments when I was in Japan wearing this perfume. Anyway, that is my routine. Like I said, I've been yapping for a little bit, so it's already 8:33. I have not made dinner yet. I'm really hungry. I do want to make the pasta. I like to say that I'm a pretty good chef in the kitchen, so I think I can make it in like a good amount of time. And I also want to make my chocolate espresso pudding, so I think I'm gonna make that first because it still has to cool down. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna make dinner now and then I'll bring you guys along with me. Turned out so good. I didn't use like the amount of cream that she did in the video because that was like too much, but oh my god, I should have had like mushrooms. But oh my god, it's so good, it's so flavorful. I will be doing this from now on. There is no vodka in this. I just used beef broth, but it turned out so good. Yay! Good morning, it is the next day and it is so sunny outside. Oh, well actually, it's 82 degrees, but I just finished getting ready. My breakfast is still being made, even though it's 12, almost 12:30, but it's fine. But the goal today is to film and like edit 2 or 3 TikToks, but that means also figuring out what I want to do TikToks this week. Kind of just gonna be like a work but like relaxing cozy day. I think I'm gonna make myself an iced latte as well. I haven't had one in like a really long time, and I love blonde espresso, but I don't drink coffee like that, so I just like put away my Nespresso machine. But when I brought it out yesterday when I was making the chocolate pudding, espresso smelled so good, so I might make myself an iced vanilla latte. And then I would really love to get to reading, and then I want to come up with just like some more ideas to film for like the next weeks to come. I just want to make sure everything is coordinated because I do want to stay consistent with my uploads, especially here, so I can do it. I have the willpower and I know that I can do it, so I should just do it. I want my schedule to be Friday uploads. I don't want to worry about it on the weekends, and I think the Friday late afternoon to evening vlog is really nice. It's either that or I was gonna do like a Sunday morning one, which I think are really nice too, but we're gonna do that. And then I also have some ideas for something else, but I'm gonna go actually finish my breakfast right now, so I will show you what I'm making. This took so much longer than I expected. I may have doom scrolled or just literally have been on my phone for over, I want to say it was like 45 minutes when I shouldn't have been. I got stuck and I kept scrolling and I didn't do what I set out to do. So I put my phone away. I did need it for one thing though, but I put it away. And then I came up with a bunch of topics I could talk about or content ideas. I have several banks. I have one for like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, but then I also have one for like cozy lifestyle content and then gaming content ideas. I still have one for like fashion and beauty, but I don't think I will keep that. Fashion will be sometimes, but it's not a main thing for me anymore, which is kind of sad, but also like it's okay. But I came up with like literally there's just so many ideas. I think I probably came up with like 20 plus ideas for cozy lifestyle content, and then I came up with one, two, three, four, five for gaming, but they kind of like intertwine. I thought that I wanted to film content today, but I actually do have content that I can edit today for TikTok, and then one that I can actually just post for Instagram. I'm trying really hard to not like get in my head about like everything needs to be perfect and everything needs to be amazing all the time and all this amazingness, but like it doesn't have to be like that all the time. It could be so simple. Some of my like most simple videos that I thought were just kind of fun and quirky or just like, I don't know, would reach a couple of people, end up reaching like, if not tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people sometimes, especially on TikTok. I think that's probably one of the main reasons why it took me so long to come back to YouTube, because there are a lot of creators that I really love, and I love their editing style, I love how they create stories. I felt that I had to do all of that all the time, and that is not necessary at all. I feel like I'm holding myself to expectations that I can't achieve, and that stops me from actually achieving what I really want. So no more. No more. There are amazing things that are happening in my life right now, and I should just be comfortable filming my life. I can make the life that I want to live and make the environment that I really want to be in, and it took me such a long time to get to a place that I really wanted to be in, and I'm in it and I have it, and I want to embrace that more and realize that more. I feel like I have a hard time like acknowledging small achievements. I think I talked about this like in my video like back in October, that I felt like I was just going to the next thing. Like I graduated high school, you get into community college, figure out what you wanted, next step. Get into university, next step. Graduate university, next step. Still work at your job and try to get to like a higher place, next step. Leave the job to go to a different job, next step. Leave that job, and now you're kind of like in the abyss. And I'm like, when am I gonna stop feeling like I have to keep accomplishing more to feel good about myself? And I'm still learning how to unlearn that. I'm working really hard. I have been since I was been in therapy for almost quite a while. It's been like years. It's taking me so long to get to this point, but it taking so long is not a problem. And these things are probably always going to be life things that I will have to deal with in a sense, but I might have to deal with them, but I know the solution and I know like what to do. So I'm trying I'm trying to understand that aspect about myself and appreciate the small achievements and appreciate the big achievements. They're both equal. Like I was literally still teetering on the idea of switching my channel names. Like that was really hard for me to let go. I let go of the username 𝜗𝜗where that I've had literally since the pandemic, so like 2020, maybe even 2019. It didn't serve me anymore. For one, also a lot of people couldn't pronounce the name, which is fine. That was literally like the birth of like me being on social media, like having a social media presence and being really into Japanese fashion. That's how many of you guys, especially on here, like know me for. I really appreciate that time. Japanese fashion is literally how I got into pastel fashion and how I got into just being more expressive and colorful. Literally had like rainbow clouds on my eyes. I was wearing rainbow cloud platforms, just like a really good time. And I just like moved into more like hyper feminine fashion with like 𝜗𝜗 and their beautiful princess gowns, and I think that's still where I'm kind of at right now, with just being very cozy and cutesy and hyper feminine fashion. I felt that I've always liked being in more hyper feminine fashion and just enjoy being like a girly girl. I ended up changing my username to 𝜗𝜚where after graduating college, that I want to implement somehow video games into my job. So I was looking for game jobs. I thought I could implement games into my job that I had, and I couldn't, and I felt like an ass to put basically all of my being and all of myself into a job that I felt like I wasn't going anywhere. I couldn't get anywhere no matter how many times I redid my resumes, applied for things, interviews. I wasn't going anywhere, which really sucked, and the environment that I was in was really draining for me. There were good moments with good team members, but there were also a lot of really not so great moments, and I was stressed the hell out all the time, sad all the time. So that's, I think, when you know, like, it's time to leave, it's time to go. And I got the chance to leave with a different job, and I left. That new job ended up not working out the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. Social media kind of ended up like popping up that way, but I let it go. It doesn't serve me anymore. I can remember those happy memories and not have it be a part of me anymore. They're good memories, and I can let it go. I can be my new self, and my username is now 𝜗𝜚where, and I thought that it was unique, very like cozy. I don't know, it felt like a hug in a sense. There are many things that I love, and many things I love to create, whether that's through gaming, baking, lifestyle, just having a cozy apartment, and I feel like 𝜗𝜚where is like adding love to everything that I create. But yeah, I changed things. I was feeling a bit insecure and just like a bit lost and stuff, trying to make this like thing a reality, taking social media like a business, and I grew my followings really well on TikTok and Instagram, and I want that back on YouTube. I want to really hone in on that community that I still have, which is amazing from all these years, and then find new people and just have a great community. And I went to school for video game development. I worked my ass off at school for video game development while doing 2 to 3 jobs at a time, while taking basically 5 to 6 classes every semester. I worked my ass off to get my degree. I am a first generation grad person. I worked my ass off, and I'm like, there's no way I can't not talk about games. And it was, I guess, a little awkward at first. People were like, I know you for princess dresses. Why are you talking about games? And I think I lightly mentioned it before on socials, but not actively. And I just sucked it up and I did it. And implementing like cozy hobbies and cozy lifestyle, my lifestyle, which I think is just like colorful and cozy, implementing that really, I think, has helped with the gaming aspect. And now it's just working. And now I have like gaming people that reach out to me. I have gaming companies that reach out to me. But I did get to work with Ubisoft. That was nice. That was very much like a whoa kind of moment. Yeah, so they're seeing me, and this is working. And I might not be a strictly only cozy gamer. I think there are a lovely amount of cozy games, and I've always loved supporting indie game developers, and usually those are the people that are making cozy games. But like I said before, I went to school because I got a lot of inspiration from watching the E3 announcement of Final Fantasy VII Remake. That was in 2015 when I just graduated high school. So Final Fantasy Remake and Final Fantasy Rebirth are my comfort games. They are my cozy games. Yes, the story might not be cozy. It is one of the best stories that I have ever gotten the pleasure to understand, to play. And I also wrote like a 7-page paper on Final Fantasy VII when I was in college, so it's very much my niche. And then also, of course, Kingdom Hearts has been one of my favorite games of all time since I was a kid. It's my first game that I officially remember finishing as a kid, and I've loved that franchise ever since. And though I don't work in the gaming industry right now, to be able to do like a sponsorship or a video advertising for like the next Final Fantasy VII game or the next Kingdom Hearts game, that is when I know I will have made it. Like, that is when I will be sobbing like on the ground. And I speak that into existence. That would just be absolutely just like, I don't even know how to explain it. That would be a dream come true. And if I'm already getting recognized by people like Ubisoft, like, it's possible. And I'm not gonna let my doubts, my worries, other people's opinions stop me. They also have a massive amount of books, and books that I keep buying because I do want them in my inventory. But I need to do this stuff. Get off my phone and actually go back to stuff I used to love as a kid. I used to love coloring as a kid. Getting back to stuff like that, enjoying baking and making stuff from scratch, even though I know that's Nara Smith, but she really inspired me to start making stuff from home. I also really want to decorate my whole entire apartment, starting with my room and a little bit more of my desk, because I'm gonna be here for a while, so I should just make this place as my own. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling sometimes still a little lost and still like weary because I'm out in the open and I'm trying to be myself, and it can be hard to do that, but I'm doing it, and that's what matters. So yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get to filming now, and this camera needs to charge, so bye.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, relevant things.
Hello! So it's been a couple of days since I last talked to you guys, and I kind of just spent my weekend relaxing, but I will say I actually started coloring. I know that I colored a little bit with you. I'll show you my progress. So this was my next coloring one, and I think it's super cute. I kind of had the idea of like Rapunzel, how she like looks out of her tower and she sees like the lanterns, and I think it worked actually pretty well for like someone that doesn't know like all the colors really well. I was just like swatching a lot of them like on paper. The one I just finished today, I started it last night, and it's this one, and I think it's really cute. I think it's cute as a starter, as someone that like, you know, doesn't mess around with like all the like shading and blending like a lot of people do. I was just curious about, can I work with colors and can I work with like something a little bit more detailed, and I think it turned out well. I'm proud of it. So that is from the 𝜗𝜚where Comfy Days. I will link these and some of their other books and then some of the 𝜗𝜗 markers. I do have the 320 set, but you don't have to get that, okay? You can get like a 48 set or whatever number you feel comfortable with, but just make sure one of them has the brush tips on the end. That's what I really like. Yeah, I think that that's kind of be it for this week's vlog. I hope you had a fun time kind of just spending some alone time with me and catching up and doing some like cozy activities and getting some work done. I'm really happy to be back on here, and I cannot wait to take you guys along on the journey with me. So thank you for always sticking around. I really appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye!